the convictions were entered 3 or 4 years ago. And he received the benefit of the bargain then, and now it seems like he wants a little bit better bargain and to vacate things, and there just really isn't a legal
Well, I'm
basis to
granting the
vacate
motion
it.
to reopen, so we're going to have a trial.
Okay. Well, given the age of the evidence, then if you reopen it, then the case will have to then be dismissed, and that's up to the court, I guess. But I just don't think that there's a legal basis to do it.
Well, because he wasn't represented at the time and he didn't understand the law of both Wisconsin and Illinois at the time. And because of that, I think that does provide that basis.
That may be so, but with an OWI first, which this was, there isn't a right to an attorney, and many people are unrepresented on OWI first, and I just don't think there's a legal basis to do it.
But he had a right to an attorney on the 2003 CM 448, which this would be tied to that OWI first, which he would have a right to a public defender.
But those were a benefit of the bargain at his request, and they were amended to ordinances. So
yep.
Again,
and so I'm not reopening the 03 CM 448, but I am reopening the 03 TR 1612.
Okay.
Based upon his request to reopen and the fact that he did not understand the law and the implication of the law and how that would impact his future at that time. Therefore, it is reopened and we can go ahead and set it if you wish.
Assuming you've just reopened it, and assuming that we would then have to use the evidence that would be approximately 20 years old, the state then moves to dismiss.
Court will grant the dismissal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's rare that something like this happens. And I'm going to say that the only reason why the court is reopening it is based upon what I see as rehabilitation from you in the Arizona prison. And the fact that you are rehabilitating now when you're released from prison, and the fact that when you entered your pleas back in 2020, was it 2020 or 2021? It was, I believe it was in 2020, that you didn't have an attorney. You had a right to have an attorney because you were charged with misdemeanors, and you did not understand the ramifications of the law and the implications that it would have.